Hey guys, what's up? It's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery. Oh, let me get down. Let me sit down like this so I can put the phone down. Okay, Real Talk Recovery. We talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. So, what's up, everybody? I hope you guys are all having a really good Sunday. I wanted to pop on really quickly and do this video because I told you guys I would. So, I have a lot of new subscribers. We've went from like, I swear we just had 1,500 the other day to 1,727 now. Yes, I know my hair is super long and wild, but you guys, I don't know what to do with it. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know what you guys think I should do with my hair. My face is so round that I'm afraid to cut it short. Hey Reaper Man, what's wrong, babe? Hey Gold Dust. Hey Jerry. What's going on? Thank you. I have no makeup on. You guys know me. A lot of the times I'll just come on my channel, you guys, just as is because it's just real life, you know? I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I got chores. I got stuff to do around the house. And we just got back from going to the visitor center, which is like this place we go hiking on this big old mountain. It's called Pinnacle Mountain. And then we went over to see my mother-in-law because we needed to give her some rent money. And then I just got done cooking hamburgers for us. And yeah, so this is me. This is me just chilling on a Sunday. But I wanted to go ahead because we have a bunch of new subscribers and kind of share with you guys how my addiction started. And okay, so how my addiction started and how I got to where I'm at today. And I'm just kind of just like condense it down to this video. But if you are a new subscriber and you haven't, like, you don't know my whole story and you're like, what's this girl talking about? I have 4 videos that are my story. It's my whole story from the time I was born until now. Hey, we see you. And it's 4 hours long. So I did it in intervals, an hour at a time. Hey, Cindy. And it's a really good video live stream. Like I said, it's 4 videos, an hour each. And I went from like my childhood into adult, teenager years, adult, and then all that stuff. But I was going to share with you guys the way I started using drugs is probably the way a lot of us have started using. When I was in high school, I started dating a guy named Robert. And Robert was he was a really cute guy. I'll describe him to you guys. He was about 6'1". He has really tan skin, green eyes, and like a light brown hair. And he was a skater boy. And he went to the school in the city, and I went to the country school in the country. And so when I started dating him, he smoked pot. And so me and my girlfriends, well, we would all meet up with him and his guy friends and we would smoke, right? That was the first time I ever smoked a joint, was with him and his friends. And I remember the first time I ever smoked it, you guys, it made me cough. It made me cough so hard. I remember coughing so hard and then being so paranoid. And then I had to go home and I was so afraid that my parents were going to know that I'd smoked. So I stood there and I had all my friends smoke cigarettes and blow the smoke on me. So that way I wouldn't get in trouble for smoking pot. They would just think it was cigarettes. Lord. So that is what started everything. And do I think that marijuana is the reason why I started getting high? Hey, Princess Show, salute. Thank you for stopping in. I really do appreciate it. You know how a lot of people say like marijuana is a gateway drug? I don't really think that marijuana made me go get other drugs, right? I don't think that. I think that marijuana, a lot of times when you're smoking pot or buying marijuana from somebody else. Oh yeah, I saw your post in the group. I saw your post that Ron helped you. So that's good. Well, you know what? Sometimes friends are closer to us than our own family. And I'm really sorry about that, Reaper Man. You know, you got me here. I got your back. So what happens is I think that when you start smoking marijuana, a lot of the times you buy it from a dealer. And so a lot of those times, you guys, you can get introduced to other drugs through that dealer. And that was kind of what happened to me is I was smoking pot, drinking alcohol with my friends, just kicking it, and the guys who were selling this marijuana had cocaine. And that was the second thing I tried after alcohol and weed was cocaine. Right. And I think that a lot of people, like for me, I just can't smoke pot right now, you guys, because I'm in a program where I get drug tested and and all that kind of stuff. But if I was to taper off of my medically assisted treatment, honestly, I might smoke pot, like I would get a prescription for it. I think I could smoke it like every now and then to like relax and go to sleep and stuff, but I'm not an everyday smoker if I was going to, because I'm the kind of person that when I smoke, I'm going to eat everything in the refrigerator. I'm going to eat everything in the cabinets. I'm going to be in there like concocting all kinds of like chocolate sundaes with bananas and strawberries and M&Ms and all kinds of stuff on it. So it's fixing to go down if I smoke pot. Me and my sister used to skip school to get together, and we would go to my parents' house, and my mom and dad always kept like really good steaks in the freezer. And so me and my sisters and all of our friends would skip school and we'd smoke, and then I'd have fucking a whole spread. I'd make steaks, I'd make eggs, I'd make bacon. And I remember my dad would come home and he would be pissed because all the food would be gone. But cocaine, when I started snorting cocaine, I love stimulants, and that was one of the things that kind of hooked me, because pot, nah, never really cared. Alcohol, I like to get funked up. But when I started using cocaine and methamphetamine, that's when I was hooked, because I loved having all that energy. I loved being I just loved being hype. So that's what really got me hooked on drugs was cocaine and methamphetamine. And after I graduated high school, I started like buying my own drugs, buying meth, buying cocaine. I was working at J.C. Penney for a long time. I was working in the makeup department, and I would do people's makeup and stuff. It was really fun. But I was getting high every day. I was getting high on methamphetamine to function. And it was a crazy time. I was really lost, and I was very impressionable, and I wanted so badly to like be popular and be like in the in crowd. And once I graduated high school, I was hanging out with some of the coolest people in Hot Springs. But now that I look back on it, I'm like, those people, a lot of them are dead or they're still in their active addiction. I sacrificed a lot to hang out and get high all the time. I could have lost my life because I was hanging out with people that, cooked drugs and carried guns and just all kinds of whack ass shit. Like now when I look back on it, like that's not cool. It's nothing to be proud of. But when I was in my addiction, that's what I thought was cool. Um, I'm just so grateful today to be sober and have my life back. But that's how it all started out. It really did start out with me like drinking and smoking, and then I got turned on to cocaine, and then it was over. Once I figured out, about stimulants, and then I figured out how to inject drugs, and then it just went downhill from there, And I feel like a lot of us get introduced to those kind of substances through friends. That's why I talk openly with my son about addiction, because I want him to be prepared for the things that I wasn't prepared for in high school or school in general. My parents never sat me down and said, this is what's going to happen. Kids are going to be doing, like, I wasn't prepared. So I want to make sure that my son is absolutely prepared for those situations in life. I get so scared that he's going to go into school and kids are going to be eating pills or something, and they're going to give my son one, and oh, Lord, help me, Jesus. But I just wanted to pop on and kind of share that with you guys. And Thanks, Princess. You know, I didn't turn my life around overnight, sister. I'll tell you this. It was because I lost everything. You know, I went homeless. I lost my son. I lost my jobs. I lost my car. I lost everything before I got my life together. Um, I didn't just like, oh, I'm going to get sober. Like, it took me losing everything in my life to make the changes. It was really, really hard. And it really is hard to turn your life around once you've gone down that road for so long. It's hard because it's hard to break those habits that you have practiced for so many years. But it can be done. If you want it and you're willing enough to make those changes and take guidance from someone else, then you can kick ass and take names and never look back. Thank God I was right. You know, it was really, really hard, but my son being born is what changed my life forever, you guys. I spent so much money on crack for friends so I could smoke, but they wasn't my friends. Oh, Reaper Man, I totally understand. No, they were just there because they could benefit, you know? And a lot of the times those are the kind of friends we have when we're in our addictions is we have friends who are just there because they can benefit from the situation. That's not the kind of people you want in your life. You want to have people who are ride or die. You know, those are the kind of people I want in my life today. People I can depend on also. And I give back that same energy to my people too. So, anyway, I just wanted to come on here and kind of talk with you guys and share that with you guys. Oh, yeah. And here's the thing, though. Like, Princess, if you had got, say, your doctor just all of a sudden cuts you off, because that happens to a lot of people, and you've been on them for so long that if he did that, you would be sick as a dog. And so that's what happens to a lot of pain patients is they're not addicted to their medications. They're just prescribed those medications and their body is dependent on them because it's an opiate. Well, then the doctor says, "Hey, you can't have these anymore," and yanks them off. And if that ever happened, okay, then you know. Then what do you do? And that's what's happening now is a lot of doctors they don't want to prescribe opiates anymore because of this opiate epidemic that we're going through. And so they're cutting people off that have legitimate pain. And then those people are turning to heroin and fentanyl off the streets because they're in pain and they're hurting and they actually need the medication to live, you know, to have a good quality of life. Oh, y'all don't even want to get me started on that. Yeah, that will happen. And I'm telling you guys, like, listen, I understand. I've been there. Like, that could happen to any of us. I mean, that could happen to me on Suboxone, you know? But honestly, I just think that I try to work my way down to the lowest amount. That way, if anything was to ever happen, I would be, you know, it wouldn't be that bad. But some people actually need medication for pain, and I don't think those people should be cut down automatically. I think that is absolutely ridiculous, and that's what causes people to go out and get on heroin, you know, because they feel like there's no other option. Now that's not how it started for me. Like I was just getting high because I was getting high, you know, but that's happening to people all over the world right now. My friend reached out to me the other day and she used to be on my channel all the time, but she's really been going through a hard time. Her doctor cut her off of Oxy and she has been going through the worst withdrawal, and she was on Oxys for years, you guys, years. And now all these doctors are blackballing her so she can't go in and get on any medication. And so she is just like screwed. It sucks, y'all. And they're supposed to be helping us. Oh, y'all don't even want to get me started on all that. Yeah. Right. I was hit by a drunk driver at 19 and had my first back surgery at 21. Oh my God. You're so lucky. Man, you're a miracle that you're even alive, girl. You know, and that's the thing. Like something like that, you're going to be on those medications for the rest of your life. You know, and that's just what it is, because who wants to live their life in a constant state of pain? You know, if you can get relief from an opiate, then it is what it is. But somebody like me, if I had broke my back, I abuse those medications. And so it would be either me like getting off, or I would seriously, because I cannot handle medications like that. Like I would abuse them and I would end up overdosing, killing myself with the medications. Oh my God. My liver I don't know what's going on. My back hurts. Yeah, normalcy. Yeah, like a regular life. So I could go on a whole tangent about people who need the medication, but that's why on my channel, you guys, like I'm really just super open minded. I never want anyone to feel judged. Whatever you're doing to whatever you're doing to save your life and stay on the right track and have a healthy, happy life, right? Um, you just do what you got to do. Girl, it is bad. It feels like something's trying to poke out of my back. I need to go. I just went to the doctor last week and I have a doctor's appointment with a specialist because I have hepatitis C and I need to get my liver and everything looked at. But yeah, I got to get that taken care of. But that's just all things that have happened to me cuz my addiction, from using needles. But God, I'm so grateful I don't have to live that life anymore. I don't have to shoot drugs in my veins anymore. And I get to come on here and talk with you guys and share stories, and we can laugh and we can look back on that time in my life and I can say I'm past that now, thank God. But anyway, I'm going to jump off here. I just wanted to come on here and chat with you guys, give y'all a little reminder that tomorrow night at 7 p.m. I'll be live like I always am every Monday, you guys. If you can. Oh, I will for sure. Don't worry. If it gets real bad, I'll go to the doctor. I won't let it. I can't. I've never had a kidney stone, but I've heard they're really, really painful. So if it was that, I would go to the hospital for sure. I love you guys too. And anytime. Tomorrow night, you guys, for all the new people that are here, every Monday night we go and we do like a big book study. And what that is I read out of the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous. It teaches me so much about the disease of addiction, and it teaches me about the 12 steps. And we do a study here on my channel every Monday at 7. So for those of you that have questions, or you want to learn about addiction, or you want to learn about alcoholism, you can always come and hang out with us on Monday nights at 7. It's awesome, and you'll really, really enjoy it. And then on Friday, we'll do the Mara meeting. And of course, on Wednesday, I'll have a story time up for you guys, okay? So I love you guys, and I hope you have a really, really good week. Start your week out on the right path. Get yourself in a positive state of mind. Wake up tomorrow morning in gratitude, and I promise you, it'll change your life. Try to wake up in the morning and say, man, I'm grateful to be alive. Okay? I love you guys. I'll see you later.